Hey everybody, FOZ here with the new FOZ reviews. Today I'm going to tackle the Mutant Chronicles. Oh, nice and glossy that is right there. And the package, which I know it's kind of hard to see the people on here and it comes up backwards, but don't worry, I'm going to get a camera soon, hopefully. That works really well. Like the package on here where it's nice and glossy, that's kind of is a fair representation of how the movie looks like real nice, glossy, great special effects. Just the overall cinematography and tone of the fucking thing is just excellent. One of the best movies, with atmosphere and cinematography I've seen in a long time. The movie itself it tries to be more than what it is, and it reaches it in some places, and in some places it doesn't. It's genius in some of the stuff that they do, like the steam power ships and all, which I know has been used before in like Flash Gordon and stuff, but they used it really well here. Let me go ahead and give you the synopsis of it off the back, because really it'd be kind of hard for me to explain. So let me read this, and anything I think I need to add, I'll add. In the year 2707, war rages between Earth's four giant corporations as they battle over the planet's dwindling resources. Amid heavy combat, an ancient buried cereal. I can't fucking talk for the life of me today. Amid heavy combat, an ancient buried seal shatters, releasing a horrific mutant army from its essential prison within the Earth. You know what? Fuck. I can't read that shit for the life of me today. I don't even know. Got my glasses on because they glare. Okay. It's the year 2707, I guess. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. It's the year 2707. There are no more countries or governments. There's only four corporations. One's got like North America, South America. One's got Africa and somewhere. And just basically imagine all the continents divided up. Okay? And so... and each faction is just, each company has its own personal army, and they're all fighting over the same dwindling resources. Earth's about to die. Nobody's really going to win, but it's just all money hungry. Fuck the people. Which you see a lot in movies and everything. It's pretty much true in the world we live in, but, anyways. So, all in this movie, you got fucking talent out the fucking ass, man. You got Thomas Jane starring in it, and while his Punisher wasn't the best, and as I've said before, Dolph Lundgren's was definitely the best, and the new one was amazing, he was still good in it. And I fucking love The Mist. The black and white version of The Mist I own. If you haven't seen that version, check it out. It's top notch. He's the star of it, and I really think he's a good, solid action star. We don't have enough of those nowadays. And then Ron Perlman, I guess, would be the second lead in it. Ron Perlman, Hellboy, and he's in Sons of Anarchy, one of me and the band's favorite shows. He plays a priest in it who has this book, scrolls that tell, the prophecy that, about the great machine and everything that's buried below the earth, and one day mutants will rise and they'll have to go and stop it. Well, guess what? One day when Thomas Jane's army and another army are fighting, the seal is broke open and all these mutants start invading, and the world's pretty much fucked from that point. People start taking off to Mars. Everybody's trying to get a ticket on a ship out of the fucking planet. And so Ron Perlman goes to, of all people, John Malkovich. Yes, John Malkovich is in this. And he goes to him and, begs for a ship and an army of like 20 soldiers to take and follow the prophecy in his books that he has and go and shut down this machine to save the world. Because he believes that the mutants won't stop as long as this machine keeps going, and they'll follow him to Mars, they'll follow him to wherever, and he wants to just fucking, last chance, cut it out. So, John Malkovich at first doesn't give it to him, but then, you see in a real cool scene later that, he kind of reconsiders and hands him his ship. John which I don't want to spoil that. I'll let you watch it. But yeah, John Malkovich, even though he only has like 2 scenes, come on, it's goddamn John Malkovich. He could have one line and make this movie fucking amazing. So he gets the ship, and he also gets handed these slips that are passes, off planet, and that's pretty much how he's gonna, get these, like, a handful of soldiers. It won't be 20. Like, I mean, there's probably about 10, maybe about 10 of them, 8 to 10, something like that, altogether. That will go on this pretty much suicide mission. And they all know it's a suicide mission, but they all take the tickets for one reason or another. Either they have family they want off, a fucking girl they want off the planet. They want people to survive, so that's why they do it. A couple of them do it because they're soldiers, and that's what they're going to fucking do. They're going to be soldiers, no matter if it's a suicide mission or not. So they go to stop this, and on the way, craziness ensues. The whole panic of trying to escape the Earth before it dies, and everybody's getting eaten by mutants along the way, so they got to fight both mutants and panicked civilians and fucking corrupt military personnel and all kinds of shit. But I mean, it's action packed. I mean, there's no slow doll moving parts. Every scene pretty much has something going and keeps you entertained. And within this little army that he puts together is I hope I pronounced this right, Devon Aoki, the amazing girl, Asian girl from like Sin City and Too Fast, Too Furious. I think she's beautiful. She was one of my favorite whores in Sin City, and it's the whore that bit my nose off. Sorry. And Anna Walton is in this. She was in Hellboy 2 as like the princess or whatever. So another one with her and Ron Perlman together. And then of all fucking people, Proz from the Fugees makes an appearance in this as like one of the steamboat ship captains. And I need to explain that, like, they call this movie like steampunk genre or whatever, and I like basically what I've gathered steampunk is, because I've heard of it, I've never really paid much attention. It's whenever you take like scientific type things like spaceships and shit and make them run on steam, and like, or like if you had a computer running off steam and coal, that type of stuff. You take like ancient, or not ancient, but old civilization, like turn of the century type shit, and back in the day turn of the century type shit, and put it with futuristic shit. That's steampunk. Firefly would be kind of considered that, but it's more like Western than steampunk. But yeah, so you got these great big awesome spaceships with coal power and steam, and that's the whole atmosphere. You can tell everything's kind of like that balance of old and science fiction put together. If you're a fan of Firefly, you definitely like it. I know I'm a big Firefly mark. Sheena, props to you out there. I know you are. But also, it was written by Simon Hunter. I'm sorry, it was directed by Simon Hunter, who I don't think has really done much else. I was reading his IMDb profile. It just said that he's from Scotland, didn't say much else. He'd done a couple other things I hadn't heard of from the UK. But it was written by Philip Eisner, who wrote Event Horizon. It was one of the few things he had done. And you can definitely tell, like, if you liked Event Horizon, you dig this, because both weird science fiction type shit. But anyways, Mutant Chronicles, so they're on this mission, they go through all shit to find the machine. They finally find the machine, and of course, they got mutants on all sides. It's real, like, action-packed, like, how's this going to end? Are they actually going to turn off the machine? Are they all just fucked? Are they going to die? You kind of figure out where the mutants are coming from at one point in it. But it's really good. It is a B movie. It is not, the greatest thing, theatrical release ever. It is a B movie. But it's way better than it should be, honestly. Way, way better. And for cinematography and atmosphere, like I was saying earlier, you can't beat it. Like, these, theatrical releases nowadays, I don't care how many millions you got in it, it can't fucking touch it for just the feeling you get when you watch it. You haven't seen anything like it. But yeah, Mutant Chronicles, and FOZ, and I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.